Hello, BNI Chicago and Cook County members. Rachel here for week 3 of summer games. And this week, I would like to talk to you about one of the most exciting parts of a BNI membership, right? So we have our team, we have our weekly meeting, we come together, but what keeps those meetings so exciting? Well, it's a visitor, right? Those visitors might only come one time. It's your one opportunity to get to know them. Maybe they are a good referral partner and they don't end up becoming a member of your chapter. And if you miss that meeting, you'll never see that person again, right? But there is a specific type of visitor that I would like to focus on, which is a high priority in this year's summer games. And that is what we call a unicorn, right? The sparkly horse with the horn on its head. But in BNI, the context of a unicorn is a profession that is not currently listed in our chapter directory. We have nearly 600 members all throughout Cook County, and yet there are some really common professions, some really hot spots that for whatever reason maybe used to be filled and aren't anymore, or maybe we've never had them in our region. So a BNI unicorn is a profession that is not in our region. It might be a person who is somewhere else in the BNI universe, but in Chicagoland, we don't currently have one. Some of the numbers or members that came to mind that were quite shocking when I looked at the list, we don't currently have an appliance repair person, right? I recently had a refrigerator break and I needed to go to Google, right? I like to shop BNI first, but I could not find anyone. Previously, we had 3 or 4 people in that category, and for one reason or another, they've all moved on. And so that is a unicorn here. We also don't have anyone in the pet services, dog grooming, pet training, boarding or walking, right? Those are some people that a number of us hire on a regular weekly, monthly basis, and we would love to keep that within BNI. Also thinking around the home or your building, masonry and tuck pointing, a locksmith. We don't currently have any in our BNI Chicago area. Thinking about your automobile, auto detailing. We've had a lot of detailers visit, but we haven't had one as a member in a long time. Auto glass repair, right? Your windshield, your windows. So I want you to think about those visitors and how you can really have a big impact in someone's life by inviting someone who doesn't usually get a seat at the table at BNI. People like me in the B2B printing space, we know we need a network, right? Real estate professionals, insurance professionals. But what about that person with the restaurant down the street or the bakery, right? We love to refer them. And yet, have we invited them to our BNI meeting? In summer games, visitors and new members are worth the most points. A first-time visitor to your chapter, someone who's never visited BNI, like one of these unicorn folks, they're worth 100 points when you bring them to their meeting, regardless of whether they become a member or not. If that person becomes a member, that is another 250 points for your score and for your chapter. And if that person happens to also be a unicorn, you get an additional 250 bonus points. That is up to 600 points for a really well-qualified, unique visitor. So there is a book that exists within the BNI ecosystem called Giver's Gain. It's something we used to give out as a freebie to our new members. I still have a whole box of them if anybody wants one. And you can find the content of this book, Giver's Gain, on BNI Business Builder or BNI University. And there's a story in Giver's Gain that I absolutely love. And it's about Nordy, who is a commercial light bulb salesman, right? Not any kind of light bulb you could just put in your house or your apartment, but we're talking about warehouse light bulbs, fire station light bulbs, right? So not even a Mercy referral that you could give yourself. And Nordy came up to Ivan Meisner, the founder of BNI, about 20 years ago and said he wanted to join. And Ivan almost talked him out of BNI because he had never seen a commercial light bulb salesman in BNI before. That story is in part of a podcast that is linked below, so go ahead and check that out. And also you can check out the whole text of Giver's Gain on BNI Business Builder, aka BNI University. In the comments below, I want you to write down one profession that you have had to hire in the last year that you would have loved to shop BNI first. So who is your unicorn? Who would you love to see as a profession in a BNI chapter? Thanks, everyone, and have a great week.